Welcome everybody to the 11th chapter in the Bhagavad Gita study series. The 11th chapter is a important chapter, even though it doesn't have the gist of the Bhagavad Gita. And what is the main topic of the Bhagavad Gita? Some people remember we've studied this before. We've also seen this in the points to ponder in the 4th chapter. Is the Bhagavad Gita a text on bhakti? Is the Bhagavad Gita a text on morals and values? Because that's talked about extensively in the Bhagavad Gita. And bhakti is talked about throughout the Bhagavad Gita. Or is it a text on Atma Vidya, knowledge of the Atma? Or is it a text on the Brahman? What is the Bhagavad Gita? The Bhagavad Gita essentially is a text on Atma Vidya, the knowledge of the self. And we saw that the Atma is the same as Brahman. In the context of the body, like within a home, the space is called inner space, and outside the earth and everywhere else, it's outer space. Like that, within the context of the body, the consciousness is called Atma. Within and outside, in general, it's called the Brahman in the context of the entire universe. So that is Bhagavad Gita. But this chapter is a very important chapter because here Arjuna comes to the realization about the Vishwarupa Darshanam, that is Bhagavan, entity, consciousness together with the matter is called Bhagavan. The Brahman together with Maya becomes Bhagavan, Ishvara. And this Ishvara is what's manifesting as everything in the universe. So it is Vishwarupa Darshanam. And it is said in the Vedas, in the Upanishads, that unless you know the Vishwarupa nature of Bhagavan, you cannot moksha. So it is a very important chapter. Arjuna goes through a flurry of emotions. As usual, we would like to acknowledge Swami Paramarthananda Saraswati for the traditional rendering of Vedanta as it was done for over 1,000 years, starting with Adi Shankaracharya. We will say a small prayer. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Patyantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Salutations to the lineage starting with Lord Sadashiva, with Adi Shankaracharya in the middle, and continuing to our immediate teacher Swami Paramarthananda Saraswati. With this, we will continue where we left off. So, in this chapter, Arjuna goes through a flurry of emotions, as we just saw, and Arjuna goes through 3 phases. Remember, there's a very important moral in this. What it is that Arjuna is not able to see the Vishwarupa. So, Bhagavan blesses him with Divya Chakshuhu. Chakshum dadami te divyam pachyame yogam aishwaram. Behold my glorious yogic powers. I will give you the divine eyes. So what is divine eyesight? It is metaphor for cleansing the mind. I will make your mind still and calm so you can understand all this. If your mind is clutter, constant thoughts, you can't think about the Vishwarupam. What is the Vishwarupam? Bhagavan manifesting as the universe. So Bhagavan gives him the Divya Chakshuhu, divine eyesight, and first Arjuna is mesmerized, wonderstruck, Ascharyam, the first phase. Second phase, fear grips him. And finally, we are going to enter the final phase, surrender. Arjuna surrenders to Bhagavan. He realizes Bhagavan's glory. And the important note is that if you go to a guru, and let's say the guru has a lot of tapobalam, he gives a little tapobalam, and blesses you, and you get some, mind becomes calm and all that, that is inferior. You have to put in the work to get the mind purified. So even though he had Divya Chakshuhu from Ekarupa Ishvara, he saw Aneka Rupa Ishvara, that is entire cosmos as Ishvara. But He was not ready for that. So what happens? Fear grips him. On seeing all this teeth, everything, he is just overstruck with fear. And what is the one thing that grips him? Is Bhagavan's mouth and the canine teeth. Damshtra karalani bayanakani. And just the mukham, it's many mouths. He's just terrified. He can't take it anymore. Therefore, unless he puts in the effort, he is going to be overwhelmed with fear. So this is the important message here. And now we are going to enter the third phase of surrender. So before that, Bhagavan tells something very, very important. And what does he say? He says, I have already done the job. Okay? You just killed all these people. Dronam cha Bhishmam cha Jayadratam cha Kartnam tatanya api yoda viran maya hatansvam jahima vyatishta yudhyasva jeta sirane sapatnan. Arjuna, don't worry, I've done the job. You just be an instrument. So in order for the record books, we have to say, okay, Arjuna killed all these people. So I just want, for the sake of the record books, I wanted to do this. But their fate is already determined. Their part of the karma has been set in motion. So Arjuna now understands the law of karma. So this, and here Bhagavan says, just don't worry. I've done all done the job for you. Don't fear. Yudhyasva jetasi rane patnan. Just you fight, and in the Rana is the battlefield, and you will conquer the enemies in the battlefield. So now we're going to enter the third phase of Arjuna. So Arjuna at that point, from Ascharyam, wonder, fear, now he has the third phase of surrender. So a bulb goes on in Arjuna's head. Suddenly a realization comes. So he's quiet. He doesn't talk. He's all this thing. Aha moment occurs for Arjuna. And what happens? There's silence, right? And whenever silence what is there, what happens? Sanjaya comes to the rescue. So Sanjaya says, Sanjaya uvacha yetat shrutva vachanam keshavasya kritanjalir vepamana kiriti namaskritva bhuya evaha krishnam Sagatam bhita bhita pranamcha. The entire Gita is nothing but Sanjaya reporting to Dhritarashtra as to what is happening in the battlefield. Most of them is verbatim dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna, but here Sanjaya is saying in his own words. What is he saying? Etat Keshavasya vachanam shrutva. Having heard these words of Keshava, Kiriti, which means the crowned one, we saw that, right? Kiritinam. So Kiriti refers to Arjuna, the crowned prince. Kiriti. What's the status of this Kiriti, the crowned prince? Vepamanaha. Krutanjali. Vepamanaha Kiriti. Kruta Anjali. Krut Anjali means folded, palms folded. Kruta Anjali means with palms folded. Vepamanaha Kiriti. Not, this is not a proud prince, trembling prince. He's just trembling out of fear. Vepamanaha means trembling. Kiriti, the crowned prince. Namaskritva bhuya evaha kritsnam. So he is, bhuya eva means again and again he is saluting. He says, saluting, and he's falling at his feet. Namaskritva bhuya eva krishnam, saluting again and again, prostrating, spoke to Krishna. Sagagatam bhita bhita pranamya. Sagatgatam, sa, gatgatam, with, sa means with, gatgatam means choked. Oh, he can't speak. His voice is choking from this, all this mesmerizement, wonder, fear, everything. It's like His emotions, they're just running rampant. All these hormones are running like crazy in his body. Bhita Bhita Pranamya. With great Bhita means fear. Bhita Bhita means great fear. He spoke these words. And what is the realization that comes to him now? That Krishna, the Bhagavan, he is not like we've already seen this. Bhagavan is a neutral party. He is just observed. He is no name dveshtosti na priyaha. He is neither partial, not does he hate anybody, but he gives infinite blessings in terms of you're given the electricity to do whatever you want. If you use it for bad reasons and you destroy your health, that is your problem. So like that, Bhagavan is infinitely compassionate by giving this consciousness. This consciousness is like electricity, right? We are given electricity. With electricity, you can do good things and bad things. You can get a shock if you don't use it properly. So here, Arjuna comes to that realization. Bhagavan, Krishna is only karma pala dhata. That this Bhagavan is like the judge. He just makes the law of karma function. The judge is not responsible for the enjoyment or suffering of the convict. If a person suffers punishment in the jail, that suffering is not because of the judge. The suffering is a result of the person's own action. Like that, Bhagavan has only worked for the karma pala to reach a person. Just like the role of a judge is to make sure that the law works properly, the law reaches every place, right? So Bhagavan's role is just to make sure the karma palam, fruits of the actions, reach a person. That is the only role Bhagavan plays. He say, Udasinavat tadasinam. I am just like a neutral party, Bhagavan says. I just is not attached to anything. I'm very udasinavat asinam. I'm seated like a very neutral person. Asaktam teshu karmasu. He is not attached to any actions. So when Arjuna recognized Bhagavan as the karma phala data, the giver of fruits of action, karma phala data means karma is action, karma phala is fruits of action, data means giver of the fruits of actions. Arjuna's attitude changes totally. So attitude from wonder, ascharya, then bhayam, fear, both are replaced by the attitude of surrender or bhakti. So it's a big change happening in the Bhagavad, where Bhagavan, he is being looked up in a completely different way. So you will see some of those verses now. This is called the surrender of the free will to the law of karma. And we've seen that before in the first portion. Let me pull that out. In the first 6 chapters, the Prathama Shakam, we saw that one of the important things is prayatna. So prayatna means self-effort. Self-effort is considered very, very important because it is only through self-effort one can do all the changes and bring about changes. And in this Shakam, what is needed is Ishvara Anugraha, the grace of God. That is here surrender. You cannot control everything. You have done certain things, and your individual effort, you can do certain things to change your karma, but the prarabdha karma which is started, that will go into motion. And there, the only thing that you can do is surrender and accept. So that's the status of Drona, Bhishma, everybody. Bhishma knows that. Bhishma knows he's going to die in the war and surrender. He surrenders before Bhagavan. Okay? So that is what's happening now. Arjuna, like a bulb goes on in his brain, and he realizes, okay, so Bhishma is anyway bound to die. That this is called the surrender of the free will to the law of karma, the karma. Okay. So then Arjuna, after the bulb goes on, he again starts talking. Arjuna uvacha tane rishikesha tava prakirtya jagat prahrishyat anurajyate cha rakshansi bhitani disho dravanti sarve namasyanti cha siddha sangha. Sthane means proper. Arjuna said, it is but proper, O Rishikesha, tava prakirtya, your praises, that singing your praises, what's who sings the praises? Jagat, the people in the world sing the praises. Jagat prahushyati, urajyati cha. Jagat prahushyati means the world is delighted. Prahushyati, hrishyati, heart. My heart is delighted. Prahrishyati means, pra means usually it emphasizes more. So my heart is, hrishyati means just, my heart is melting. The entire world, prahrishyati, the entire world is delighted to sing your praises. Of course, because you are the manifestation of the universe. So the world is singing your praises. Anurajyati, Anurajyati means they're very, Anurajyate means gratified. The world is so gratified by seeing your glory. And Rakshansi Bhitani Dishotravanti, Rakshas, the Rakshasas, Bhitani, fear, in fear, Dishotravanti, they run all around. Dravanti means run, in fear, in all the Dishotravanti means in all directions. Helter skelter, they say, run. So they're running everywhere. And then Sarve Namasyanti cha Siddha Sangha, and the hosts of Siddhas. Siddha Sangha means hosts. The Sangha means group of people. Siddha Sangha, the hosts of Siddhas. Siddhas are the perfected ones, like Patanjali was a great Siddha. They Sarve Namasyanti, all these people are saluting you. Now Arjuna is surrendering, but still you can see the fear. You will hear the term fear, the thing lingering in the background. The fear never fully goes away. But because as long as we are narrow-minded, that is, our mind has not expanded due to our own effort. Here, Arjuna's mind is temporarily kind of stilled. It's like taking some drugs or something to calm your mind. To get into these states. No, it's temporary. You won't see that. It is only when you do meditation every day and attain state of stillness, that is the best state. So in the Yoga Sutras also, Patanjali says, Janmaushadi mantra tapas samadhi siddhayaha. The siddhis come from Janma, your birth, Aushadi, medicinal herbs. So some people interpret it as all these drugs. So you can get into all these ecstatic states of mind with all this. Then, but tatra dhyanajam anashayam, Patanjali says, out of all this, the dhyana, the state siddhi that comes from dhyana is the best, because it doesn't leave asha, anashayam, doesn't leave residues of desire. It is free of karma. Okay, so now fear is lingering, because as long as narrow-minded, creation will only be a source of fear. But when we expand our mind to appreciate the totality and the laws of creation, then the fear will dissipate. In fact, according to Vedanta, only through Vishwarupa appreciation can we go to Nirguna Brahma. Otherwise, if you're suffering, you will just be so frustrated at God and everything. But if you see the big picture, this is why Vedanta is important. In the first class, we saw a picture of Grand Canyon, right? Why do we study this Vedanta? What use is it? Is it some just to put a feather on our cap? No. When you see the big picture, how karma works, then you are more accepting, and you see how everything functions, and you will see your part in the scheme of things. So that is what the commentators here, Shankaracharya says. In fact, only through Vishwarupa appreciation we can go to the Nirguna. Now, so here Arjuna says, "Oh Krishna, now I understand why the great Mahatmas appreciate the Vishwarupam of yours, the mature ones, the ones who have got infinite vision of the totality. They appreciate your Vishwarupam, but the narrow-minded ones like these Rakshasas, they do not, and they suffer from fear." Okay. Kasmachate nanameran mahatman gariyase brahmanopyadikatre ananta devesha jagannivasa tvamaksharam sadasattatam yat kasmacha te na nameran mahatman. And why would they kasmat? Why would Nameran Mahatman? Why would they not salute? Nameran means salute. Why would they not salute you? Oh, Mahatma. Mahatma means great soul. Arjuna was calling Krishna Mahatma. Then Ghariyase. So Ghariyase means you're greater than everybody. Ghariyase, greater than all. Brahmano api. So you are greater than everybody, and you are Brahmano api adikatre. You are the primal creator of even Brahma. Brahma is supposed to be the creator, right? Brahmano means even of Brahma. Adikatre means ancient creator. You are the primal creator of even Brahma. Gariyase Brahmano pyadikatre. So the first Gariyase is you are greater than all. And then Brahmano api adikatre, you are the creator of even Brahma. Ananta devesha jagannivasa. Ananta means without and limitless. Deva Isha, Lord of gods, Lord of lords. Deva Isha. Devas means Devas. You are the Lord of all the gods. Jagannivasa. Entire Jagat means the entire universe. Nivasaha. The one in whom the entire universe rests is called Jagannivasaha. And from Aksharam, Aksharam means perishable. Aksharam means imperishable. You are the imperishable one. And Sadasat Tat Param Yat, Yat Tat Yat Sat Asat Param. That which is beyond Sat and Asat. Sat here refers to cause. Asat refers to effect. So cause is the only real thing. Effects, they are all ephemeral, right? Like gold is considered the cause of all the ornaments. All the ornaments are called asat. Why? Because one day it can be a ring, next day you can melt a few rings and make it into a chain. Okay, so this sat asat is a very important thing. So sat means real, which the cause. Asat means it is mithya, not real, seemingly real, but not real. So he says, you are beyond tat asat, tat param yat, tat yat, sat asat param, that which is beyond the cause and the effect. Okay. So here Krishna says, anyone who appreciates the glory of Vishwarupa, the totality, doing namaskara to you is very, very natural and instinctive. Why would they not salute you? Tvamadi purusha puranaha tvamasya vishvasya param nidanam vetasi vedyam cha param cha dhama tvaya tatam vishvam anantarupa. Tvam adi devaha, you are the primal God. Puranaha Purushaha, so you are the primal God, you are the ancient Purusha. Sya Vishwasya Param Nidanam. Nidanam means a place of resolution. So Asya Vishwasya Param, you are the residence of the entire universe. The entire universe rests in Bhagavan. Tvamasya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam. Vettasi Vedyam cha Param cha Dhama. You are the Vettasi, means you are, Vetta means know. So you are the Vettasi. So you are the knower. Vedyam cha, you are that which is to be known. What is to be known? Bhagavan has to be known. So you are the knower and you are that which has to be known. Vedyam cha, also Vedyam. Param Dhama, you are the ultimate abode. Dhama means abode. You are the ultimate abode of everything. Tvaya tatam vishvam anantarupa. Tatam means pervade. Tvaya vishvam tatam means by you, the entire universe is pervaded by you. Who are you? You are Anantarupa, the one with Ananta means infinite, one with infinite forms. So now it's saying, what is the universe? Universe is nothing but Bhagavan pervading with infinite forms. All the forms that you see are Bhagavan. So that is the Anekarupa Ishvaraha, or it is the Vishwarupa Ishvara Darshanam. So Lord Krishna's stature is increasing. So Arjuna, in the vision of Arjuna, even though the Lord has been great all the time, Arjuna begins now to understand. The bulb goes on in his head. Therefore, his devotion also becomes deeper and deeper. Bhagavan represents the law of karma. This is his realization. And this namaskara represents his attitudinal change in that he will never question the law of karma. He is not going to say, okay, so I was attached to my grandfather, I won't kill. Now he says, okay, I will take up my bow. I understand the law of karma. Now I'm just a small part to play. I will just, it is my karma that this has to be done, so I will do it. Okay, that is what's happening now. Vayurtyamoknirvarunah shashankah prajapatistvam prapitamahascha namo namastestu sahasrakritvah punascha bhuyopi namo namaste. Vayu, Yamo, Agni, Varunaha, Shashankaha. You are the preceding deities of Vayuhu, air, Agni, fire, Vayur, and then Yamaha also. You're also the preceding deity of death. Then Varunaha, water, Shashankaha, that is the moon, and Prajapati is the first, one of the first created beings. Prajapati Tvam Prapitamahascha, and the great grandfather, Brahma is called great grandfather, the creator. Pitamahascha. You are everything. You are the preceding deities of everything. So basically, Arjuna is saying, it's Arjuna's way of saying you are basically everything in the universe. There's also a logic behind it, because in the 7th chapter, Krishna has introduced that Bhagavan is Karanam, the whole creation is the Karyam. We know that the fundamental law is that Karanam alone appears as manifold Karyam. So we just saw that the cause alone appears as manifold effects. That is, the gold is the cause, appears as all the ornaments, like the consciousness is the cause, and it appears together. It uses the inert Maya and appears as all the objects in the universe. So just as one gold alone with different Nama and Rupa appear as different forms of ornaments, there are no ornaments separate from gold. There's no furniture separate from wood. There's no waves, the ocean separate from water. So water is everything. It can look like a big ocean or can look like a small lake, but the cause is water. Applying this principle, Arjuna says, oh Lord, you are the cause alone, the form of all, everything, all the jivas, Vayu, Agni, Yama, Varuna, Shashanka, everything, air, water, death, moon, Prajapati, and Brahma. So therefore, what's he doing? He's not saluting once. Punascha bhuyopi namo namaste. I again salutations and salutations to you. Namo namaste. Salutations over salutations to you. So he is just, the bell has rung in his head. The bulb has clicked in Arjuna's brain. He understands the connection. He is so elated. He's thanking Krishna over and over again. So then it's not ended. The Namo previous shloka ended with Punascha bhuyopi namo namaste. So previously it's bhita, fear, fear, fear. Now it is namaste, namo namaste, namaste, namaha, namaha. Look at this. Nama purastad ata prishtataste. Namostute sarvata eva sarva. Ananta vidyam ita vikramastvam. Sarvam samapnoshi tatosi sarvaha. So Arjuna is not satisfied with the namaskarams. He's offered 1,000 namaskarams, all verbal, not physical, because if he had just gone down, he would have broken his knee. Verbally, he has said, Sahasra Kritva Namaha. He's still not satisfied. So he's saying, I want to salute you. Namo Purastad. Purastad means in the front. Prishtataha te. Namaha Purastad ata Prishtataha. In the front and in the back. I want to salute you from the front. I want to salute you from the back. So, and the front refers to the east and the back refers to the west. From all directions, I want to salute you. Namostute sarvataha eva sarva. I want to salute you in all directions. Ananta viryam ita vikramastvam. Ananta viryaha. Then Ananta virya amita vikramastvam. Ananta virya means infinite strength. Viryam, strength, infinite strength. Amita vikramaha means Ananta viryam amita vikramatvam. Enormous valor. Amita means enormous valor, courage in battle, right? Vikramaha, you are so courageous. Sarvam samapnoshi tatosi sarva. Sarvam sam apnoshi. You pervade everything. How? Not just partly, completely. Sam means total. You pervade sarvam samapnoshi. You pervade everything completely. Tatosi sarvaha. You pervade just. Tataha. Asi sarva. You pervade sarva. Everything completely. Okay. So Arjuna is offering namaskarams front, back, left, right. I'm offering namaskarams. It is just not satisfied how many namaskarams he has to offer. And then Arjuna, since the bulb goes on in his head that this is not a simple, first he thought it's a friend, then he thought it was special, some kind of a god, but now he realizes this is the thing that is pervading the entire universe. And now he offers apologies because he thought previously that this was his friend. So he was saying things like, hey, buddy, hey, Krishna, like that. So now he's apologizing for all that. So these two shlokas go together. So we'll do that together. Saketi matva prasabham yaduktam. He Krishna, he Yadava, he Saketi. Ajanata mahimanam tadevam tavedam maya pramadat pranayena vapi yachavaha satamasatkrutosi vihara shayyasana bhojaneshu ekotavap Achyuta samaksham tat shamaye tvam aham aprameyam. Aham aprameyam, my carelessness. So please forgive me. So we look at the first shloka here. Saketi matva prasabam yaduktam. So, and Ajanata mahimanam tavedam. Tava idam mahimanam. Ignorant of the glory of yours. Ajanata means ignorant. Ajanata, ignorant of what? Your glory. Tava mahimanam. The third portion should go to the first. Ignorant of this glory of yours. Tava idam mahimanam anatha, ignorant of this glory of yours. Saka iti matva. Sake iti matva means thinking that you are my friend. Sake iti matva prasabam yat uktam. Prasabam uktam yat. Whatever was spoken to me rashly without thinking. Prasabam means just very rashly without thinking. Uktva, uktam, whatever was spoken to me rashly. Pramadat pranayena vapi, due to either carelessness or out of affection. Maya, by me. Pramadat, pramada means carelessness. So in Tamil language, pramada means like a very, like when a cricket batsman just pramada, he played, means just effortlessly. But in Sanskrit, the true meaning is carelessness. Pramada is not a positive term, it's actually a negative term. It's carelessness. So pramadat pranayena vapi, which means either out of carelessness or out of affection. I called you, hey, dark one, like something that is called, whatever, either due to carelessness or out of affection too, like, hey, like, oh Krishna, oh Yadava, oh friend. Saka matva prasabam, hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey Saka, hey Krishna, oh Yadava, oh friend, like that. And then it continues, the shloka continues. So now, Yacha vahasartam asat krutosi. Yacha means further, whatever. If you see, this yacha is used in several places in the Bhagavad Gita. Yacha just means yat cha, means further, whatever. In the Bhagavan, in the 10th chapter, one of the last shlokas, I think the third before the last, yacha sarvabhutanam bijam tadaham arjuna natadasti vinaya syad maya bhutam characharam. Yachapi, further, whatever things there are in the world, I am the seed of all that. Know that, Arjuna. Natadasti vinaya syad. There's nothing without me. Maya bhutam saracha. My being pervades the moving and unmoving things in the universe. So yachapi, further, whatever. Yacha, okay. Asat krutosi was done to slight you. Yacha asat krutosi. Asat krutosi means was done. Asat kritaha means disrespect. Whatever was done out of disrespect, when out of just, while, when was this done? Vihara, Shaya, Asana, Bhojaneshu. Like Vihara means playing, Shaya, lying down, Asana, sitting, or Bhojaneshu, while eating. During all those times, Eko atava achyuta tat samaksham. Eka atava, while alone or in public. Tat samaksham api. Eko atava api achyuta tat samaksham. Oh achyuta, whether alone or when you are in the public. It's not like he says, even sometimes, even when you are in the public in front of people, I have done this to you. I've said, hey Krishna, hey Yadava, hey friend, like that. Tat shamaye tvam aham aprameyam. Tat aham tvam shamaye, that I implore you to forgive. What is that? All these things that you've done. Tat shamaye tvam aham, means aham. Tat aham tvam shamaye, I implore you to forgive. And what is he? He's calling Bhagavan Aprameyam. Oh, one Aprameya. He doesn't call. He calls him Aprameyam. Oh, one who cannot be comprehended. So Aprameyam, that which cannot be comprehended, is now he's even gone past as a human being. He says, you are that which cannot be comprehended. So he is, you are beyond this human form. Okay. So in the shloka, Arjuna looks back. He remembers that before knowing this glory of Bhagavan, he is not treated Bhagavan as Bhagavan. He has treated him only as a friend. Therefore, he has not given the respect the Bhagavan deserves. So therefore, he feels very bad about it. Even though Lord Krishna does not feel bad, if Arjuna feels that he has insulted him, therefore he asks for forgiveness in these two verses. Okay. So far, everything is clear. Are there any questions before we go on? Yeah, everybody? Okay, so this continues. So Arjuna's praise continues for 2 more shlokas. Pitasi lokasya characharasya tvamasya pujaschya gurur kariyan nat samosti abhyadika kutonyah lokatraye prapit lokatraye apratima prabhava. Apratima prabhava. Apratima prabhava means one of unequaled power. Pratima means equal. Apratima means unequal power. You are the one of unequaled power. And who are you? You are the Pitasi Lokasya. You are the father of the world. From Pitasi, you are the father. What of world? Asya Chara Achara Lokasya. Of this world consisting of the moving and unmoving. That is, inert objects and the live objects. Tvam asya pujyaha. Tvam asya. So the way you have to interpret it is, so tvam asya pujyaha. Tvam asya lokasya griyan pujyaha. You are the world's most worshipful. Tvam asya pujyaha means you are this worshipful. No. Tvam asya lokasya griyan pujyaha. Griyan you have to add from the second portion of this verse, this sentence. Gurur Griyan, and you are this world's most worshipful, and you are this world's greatest Guru. From Asya, Lokasya, Griyan Guru, you are the world's greatest Guru. Tvat samo asti abhyadika kutonyah. Kuta abhi adikaha anyat asti. How can there be one who is superior to you? Because there's no one equal to you in these 3 worlds. Therefore, how can there be another one who's superior? Oh, one of unequal power. Lokatraye api apratima prabhavaha. Prabhavaha means powerful, one of unequaled power. Na what? Samo asti. There's no one equal to you. Abhyadika kutonyaha trayo loke. How can there be one that is superior? Adhika means superior. Kuto, how can there be anyat, another person who is superior to you when there's no one equal to you in these 3 worlds? Okay, so this sloka has some tongue twisters. So all that natvat samostyat abid adhika kutonyah lokatrayepya pratima prabhava. So even Swamiji says this shloka, Arjuna is getting so fluent in his praise that he is putting tongue twisters to torture us. See? Okay. Now we are coming to the finishing portion of Arjuna's surrender portion. So now slowly the Trishtuk meters will also wind down. So in a few shlokas, the Trishtuk meter will wind down. Tasmat pranamya pranidhaya kayam prasadaye tvam ahamishamidhyam piteva putrasya sakheva sakyuhu priya priyarhar asi deva sodum. Tasmad, therefore, pranamya, saluting, pranidaya, kayam pranidaya, means now he's saying, therefore saluting, prostrating my body. Kaya means body. Kayam pranidaya means prostrating my body. Prasada, tvam prasadaye, I seek your blessing. Prasadam means blessing. Tvam aham prasadaye. That means aham tvam prasadaya. I seek your blessing. And how is he addressing Krishna? Aham idyam isham. Aham ishamidyam. Isham idyam. You have to write it as idyam isham. That is beloved Lord. So he is saying, I seek your blessing, O adorable Lord. Idyam means adorable one. And how do I seek your blessing? Because I've done a lot of uh, bad things to you. I've called you my friend. I've kind of played pranks on you, and I'm so guilty about it. But please forgive me. And he gives examples. He gives 3 examples how Krishna should forgive Arjuna. Piteva putrasya sakheva sakyuhu priya priyaha asideva sodum. So, O Deva, sodum arhasi, please bear with me. Like how? Like a father with a son. When the son throws a tantrum, yells and screams at the father patient. Like a friend with a friend. When a friend is angry and kind of gets upset and yells at the other friend, the friend who's calm, he forgives him because it's a friend. And as a beloved with his or her beloved. Priya Priya Priyaya. Priya Priyaya means as a beloved with his or her beloved. Please bear with me, O Deva. Asi Deva Sodum means bear with me. Priyarhar Asi Deva, O Deva Sodum, please bear with me. So Arjuna's guilt does not leave him. Even though he has not done any serious offense, he's only treated Krishna like a friend. He has not hurt him or harmed him. But even Krishna as a friend, Arjuna feels a very great insult. How can I treat Krishna as a friend? In fact, treating God as a friend is accepted in the bhakti literature, but Arjuna thinks that he has offended Krishna. So he says, I've insulted you, I've offended you, I've belittled you. Pranamya, I offer extra prayaschitta namaskarams to remove the sins. And what kind of pranama? Oh Lord, you have to forgive and forget the offenses. And he gives 3 examples. First is like the offenses of a children. Like a father forgives, or the friend forgiving the offenses, insults of another friend, or a husband or wife forgiving other person, spouse, for his or her mistakes and insults. Sometimes when men, they get very they want something, where is the food, something like that. So that is disrespectful. And similarly, women can say things like you're not getting anything, you're not spending time, all those things. Like they forgive each other like that. Please forgive me. Okay. And we are slowly coming to the end of this portion. Adrishtapurvam rishitosmi drishtva bhayena cha pravyatitam mano me tadeva me darshaya deva rupam prasida devesha jagannivasa. Purvam, previously, adrishtam, I have seen something which was never seen before. Hrishito asmi, Hrishi, like my heart is just, I am delighted. Asmi, bhayena cha pravyatitam mano me. So my mind is afflicted with fear also. With fear, pravyatitam. Pravyatitam means terrified. Me manaha, my mind is terrified with fear also. Me manaha bhayena pravyatitam. My mind is terrified with fear. Tadeva me darshaya deva rupam. That is, tadeva rupam me deva. Deva, please show me that form, that original form of yours. Prasida devesha. Please be pleased with me, O God of God. Deva Isha, God of gods, Jagannivasa, abode of the universe. So Arjuna expresses twofold emotions. One is, and simultaneously occurring. Arjuna says, I am in conflict. One part of my mind says, I am one of the few lucky blessed ones. And Bhagavan gave him Divya Chakshuhu, which is not easily accessible to others. He feels very happy, very lucky. But Bhayam is more dominant. It is because Divya Chakshuhu is the artificial one given by Bhagavan. Divya Chakshuhu should have been claimed by us by our own sadhana. That is, the divine eyesight should come from one's own practice, but because it was given, lent by Bhagavan, Arjuna is struck with fear. So by sufficient karma yoga sadhana, raga dveshas, or the ahankara, mamaha, the ego will come down. But since Arjuna doesn't have his ego cleansed, he is frightened. It is artificially given. Arjuna is not able to totally enjoy because of this, because his body is not ready to see all that. Okay? That's the corollary, is that's why Vedanta should not be taught to those who are not prepared. With this, we shall stop the recording.